TV star and journalist Dan Wootton, 40, is being investigated by the police following allegations made against the suspended GB News presenter earlier this year. In a statement shared with the Mirror this evening, a spokesperson for the Metropolitan Police Service said, "In June 2023, the Metropolitan Police was contacted with regards to allegations of sexual offences committed by a man aged in his 40s. Officers assessed all information available to establish whether any criminal offence has taken place. We can confirm that an investigation has now commenced into these allegations. Detectives will continue to liaise with the complainant to establish the circumstances. There has been no arrest and inquiries continue." Byline Times reported on a number of allegations against Wootton in June, alleging the New Zealand-born broadcaster, who wrote for the Mail Online and previously for The Sun, had used a fake online persona to bribe men into revealing compromising sexual material over at least a 10-year period. Wootton vehemently denied any criminal wrongdoing upon the report being published. In its initial report, the Byline Times alleged Wootton hid behind fake online identities to trick and bribe scores of men into revealing compromising sexual material. Byline Times claims to have seen extensive evidence to prove that over a period of 10 years, Wootton posed as a fictitious showbiz agent called Martin Branning to offer sums of up to £30,000 tax-free to his alleged targets. The Mirror has spoken to one former colleague of Wootton who was in contact with a Martin Branning, but we are yet to independently verify any link between Branning and Wootton. Byline Times alleges two of Wootton's alleged targets made criminal complaints to Scotland Yard before learning the real identity of their alleged tormentor. The outlet stated in a previous report that it handed a 28-page dossier of evidence to the Metropolitan Police for investigation on June 20, 2023. Wootton set up a campaign titled "Stop Dan Wootton Being Cancelled" by far-left online smears in July this year in a bid to sue the news publication The Byline Times. Wootton raised over £35,000 in under 3 days upon launching the fundraiser on Democracy 3.0, the suspended GB News presenter's fundraising page, where he told supporters and potential donors a hard-left blog is on a deranged campaign of harassment designed to destroy me financially, mentally and professionally, is currently not online. Links previously shared on social media by Wootton now and a page displaying the message, 404 page not found. On the now offline fundraising page, the former News of the World journalist described news publication The Byline Times as a hard-left blog on a deranged campaign of harassment designed to destroy me financially, mentally and professionally. Speaking on his GB News show on July 18, the former Lorraine showbiz correspondent claimed he was the victim of a witch hunt by nefarious players, alleging dark forces were attempting to bring down GB News. In response, Peter Jukes, co-founder and executive editor of The Byline Times, said, "We have pursued this story because of alleged personal behaviors and things we believe are wrong individually in terms of having false identities and catfishing. That has nothing to do with Dan Wootton's politics, it has nothing to do with his time at GB News, because nearly all of the evidence we have predates that." Wootton's contract with the Mail Online was terminated a day after he was suspended from GB News last week. In a statement, a spokesperson for DMG Media, the parent company of Mail Online, said on September 24, following events this week, DMG Media can confirm that Dan Wootton's freelance column with Mail Online, which had already been paused, has now been terminated, along with his contract. Lorraine's former showbiz correspondent was suspended by GB News on Wednesday, September 27, following comments made by former actor Lawrence Fox during Wootton's show the night before. In a statement shared on Twitter, the opinion-led news channel said, GB News has suspended Dan Wootton following comments made on his program by Lawrence Fox last night. This follows our decision earlier today to formally suspend Mr. Fox. We are conducting a full investigation. At one point during the GB News broadcast on Tuesday night, Wootton and Fox discussed Ms. Evans' comments made by the former LBC producer during her appearance BBC Politics Live on Monday, with the journalist attracting attention due to her remarks about men's mental health. Following her appearance on the BBC show, Ms. Evans tweeted, "I was a little rash on my anti-Minister for Men comments, which I do regret, and am actually very interested in a brief for a minister on young men's mental health." Dad of two Fox appeared on Dan Wootton Tonight on Tuesday night, during which the actor-turned-aspiring politician made several crude and derogatory remarks about journalist Ms. Evans. During the broadcast, Fox referred to Ms. Evans as a little woman and declared, "We don't need these sort of feminist who," he said, "are pathetic and embarrassing," adding, "Who would want to shag that?" Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.